All right, so never mind the sweat. I've just had a shower, which is meant to cool you off, but curiously, it always breaks me out in sweat. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. One man went to mow. I've just had a shower, so that is why I'm sweating. I'm not sure anybody else on this planet would be able to utter those words. So that is the peculiarity of your one of the peculiarities of your laughing man. So the session has commenced and your company is required. The usual protocol: click on the like button as you are coming in. Click on the subscribe button as well if you have not done that. That thing that we do round about this time being done exactly at this time. So if you are available, avail yourself of the session. It usually is a wild ride. So I anticipate it to be just no different as it always has been. So the hyperlink to the oh sorry is the hyperlink actually there? I was going to invite you to click on the hyperlink, but it doesn't look as though the hyperlink is there. So I put the hyperlink to the session in the comment section just right about now. If you want to come and join me live on screen, then you click on this link that I'm about to put on the just let me just put it together. So if you want to come join me live on screen, then just click on this hyperlink that I've just posted now in the comment section that says StreamYard. So if you click on that StreamYard hyperlink, then you'll be brought on and held in a studio space. And as soon as as soon as I'm done reading out the talking points, then I'll let you onto the screen and then I'll engage you in a conversation around the talking points. So that is how it works. It's an open microphone session, and that open microphone is the hyperlink that says StreamYard. So that is how it works. All comers are welcome. First come, first serve as well. There's no designated slot and no allotted spaces. So one man went to mow the Eagle Hustler.
Python, that's one, Python, that's two. Now Python, that's a three. Unaboli Mary Nandi win the war. Python, that's one, Python, that's two. Now Python, that's a three. Unaboli Mary Nandi go only do I walk. O Mary Wonindi Zoo, Giroya, Abakare. Mamanda ora, una boogie made Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una boogie made Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una boogie made Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una boogie made Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una boogie made Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's a three. Una boogie made Nandi.
And there you heard it. Nandi wins the war. Bonnie Bonnie identity. Hey Baba, hey Bonnie Bonnie identity. Nandi wins the war. Oh, Bonnie Bonnie identity. So Bonnie Bonnie identity. As guys, I bring you this sixth presidential attempt. I tried to be governor 4 times. So Atiku Abubakar is talking about his stickability. So just for endeavor alone, you have to applaud this guy. So he doesn't know the meaning of no. No is not in his dictionary. This is the thing that he's telling you. He has a mission and the determination to fulfill it. Sixth presidential attempt. I tried to be governor 4 times, says Atiku Abubakar. So for nothing else but for stickability, for the just the cojones to carry through on an ambition. You have to applaud him for that, at least for trying, if nothing else. You can want him to fail and say it's not fit for purpose, but you have to applaud him for trying. Um, Insecurity, Buhari must not resign. Shehu Sani counters Northern elders. So Shehu Sani, of course, the ex-senator, if there's such a thing, because they still carry that title all the way through, don't they? But the former senator of Kaduna West, I think it is, or Kaduna whatever, he now comes into national politics to insist that Buhari holds position. Insecurity, Buhari must not resign, a headline attributed to Shehu Sani. 2023, Lagos APC breaks silence on Osinbajo's transfer to Ogun. So a lot of you, of course, especially if you were here for yesterday's session, you would have heard the discussions around Yemi Osinbajo revalidating his APC card, which you would expect him to do, but not in in the space that he caught his political teeth. No, he did this in Ogun State, in Ikenne. So he, of course, from Ikenne, a lot of the people that are ruling Lagos at the moment actually from Ogun State. So he has gone back to his own home base to revalidate his APC membership card. So Lagos now speaks to this now sleight of hand. 2023, Lagos APC breaks silence on Osinbajo's transfer to Ogun. So let's find out exactly shortly what that is all about. But before we find that out, let's just run through the headlines first. The next headline, Buhari Osinbajo hiding under immunity as massive looting continues in Nigeria. It's not the PDP, it's not just some rogue journalist. This is the United States government speaking to the space. Buhari and Osinbajo are hiding under immunity as massive looting continues in Nigeria, a headline attributed to the United States government. So that is the menu, that is the lineup. So sit back, lean back, take it easy. As I said, sit back, lean back, take it easy. As I said, the usual protocols, please click on the like button because we are aggressively trying to push the platform up the YouTube algorithm so we can have some potency and some relevance for the upcoming elections. So that is the mission. That is why we are inviting you to click on the like and subscribe button to help propel the channel. And if you want to come participate, especially if you haven't been on the screen before, click on the hyperlink and then I'll let you onto the screen and then I can engage you in conversations around matters pertaining Nigeria. So all of that in place. So let me just put the hyperlink to the hyperlink to the studio again in the comment section just for you to make that determination. So as we set about making that determination, let's come in now into the readings in the proper order. So to attention for the anthem. All right.
To the Nigerian national anthem, Mr. Albert Congo raises the flag of the new nation.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria
And there it was, the first Nigerian anthem. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. If only I explain that to their bookies, they have no concept of that. Uh, Sixth presidential attempt, I tried to be governor 4 times. Atiku Abubakar. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says he contested the governorship election in Adamawa State 4 times before winning in 1999, underscoring his sixth attempt to be Nigeria's president. For example, I contested the governorship position 4 times before I was finally elected. That is politics for you. You have to be determined and be courageous, said Mr. Abubakar. The former vice president had tried 5 times unsuccessfully to become Nigeria's president. He is seeking his sixth attempt. Mr. Abubakar disclosed this on Tuesday whilst interacting with leaders of over 200 support groups across the country in Abuja. Addressing the leaders of the groups, the ex vice president explained that he was delighted that more young people are participating in politics now. Mr. Abubakar noted that he would want to mentor the young generation and hand over his political structure to them. He urged youth to be consistent and courageous in pursuing their aspirations. It is encouraging that these days I see many young people come to me declaring intentions to run for various political positions. Some state assemblies, some national assembly, and even some aspiring to be governors, added the PDP presidential aspirant. Mr. Abubakar told the support groups that he joined politics early like many of you. I started in my late 30s. During our time, our direction was to fight the military and return the country to civilian rule, he pointed out. Mr. Abubakar expressed gratitude to the leaders of the support groups for the roles they have played during the 20 for the roles they played during the 2019 presidential election. We are more organized now. It is a reflection of the fact that we are now more experienced, and with experience comes more knowledge, stressed the ex vice president. What that means is that if there was any mistake that we made last time, we are in a better position to avoid such mistakes now. So there is Atiku rallying the troops and recounting his journey, just in terms of mentorship to the up and comings, that it is a long slog to attain your political ambitions. 4 times before he won in 1999 Adamawa State House, and then now he's in his sixth attempt now to seize the whole of Nigeria. Insecurity, Buhari must not resign. Shehu SANI counters Northern elders. So some of you may recall that in yesterday's session we discussed at length the Northern elders coming out to say that Buhari should resign for reasons of incompetence, especially around insecurity. So Shehu SANI counters that. Shehu SANI, a former Kaduna Central Senator on Wednesday, urged President Mohamed Buhari not to resign his position. Sani, who countered the Northern Elders Forum (NEF), said Buhari should complete his tenure. He noted that Buhari should be allowed to complete his tenure so he can conduct elections in 2023. In a tweet, Sani wrote, "Our respectable Northern elders want Buhari to resign. I humbly disagree. Allow Say Baba to finish his tenure and conduct elections." Recall that the NEF had called for Buhari's immediate resignation over the spate of insecurity in the country, especially in the north. NEF said Buhari had failed to address the issues of killings, kidnappings, and general insecurity in the north. Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, the Director, Publicity and Advocacy of NEF, made the call in a statement he issued on Tuesday. So we don't really need Buhari resigning now, because really that would just it would just scatter everything, it would dabaru everything, as we say in Nigeria. Just stay there. but keep the noise down from your quarters, especially your gunmen savaging the north and the entirety of the country. Just keep it steady for us, please, until we kick you out. 2023, Lagos APC breaks silence on Osinbajo's transfer, and that transfer is in quotation marks to Ogun. So let's hear what Lagos has to say. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC on Tuesday said Yemi Osinbajo never informed the party leadership before moving his membership to his home state. Recall that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo reportedly dumped the Lagos State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC for his home state. The vice president's spokesman, Laolu Akande, made the confirmation, announcing that Osinbajo moved his membership to Ogun State when he revalidated his APC membership status in Ward 1, Ikenne, Ogun State, on the 9th of February 2021. Reacting to the development, the Publicity Secretary of the Lagos APC, Honorable SHEHU Oladejo, told correspondents that they are not aware that Osinbajo had moved his membership to Ogun State. He added that no formal communication of Osinbajo's movement has been made to the party in Lagos. We are not aware, but if they are claiming that he has moved his voting unit to Ikenne in Ogun State, so technically he has to be a member of the party in Ogun State now. But no official communication from him was received by the party of his movement to Ogun State, he said. So there it is right there. It looks as though they've been outmaneuvered essentially by the rascally little man from Ikenne in Ogun State. Buhari Osinbajo hiding under immunity as massive looting continues in Nigeria, a headline attributed to the United States government. Despite repeated claims that the ruling APC regime has recorded substantial success in tackling corruption and preventing looting of Nigeria's treasury, the United States government's verdict is that President Muhammad Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo have not covered themselves in glory as massive looting continues. The United States said Messrs. Buhari and Osinbajo, including governors, took advantage of the immunity attached to their position to perpetuate corrupt acts and misappropriation of public funds. The indictment is contained in an annual country report on human rights practices covering internationally recognized individuals, civil, political, and workers' rights. In a section of the report titled Corruption and Lack of Transparency in Government, the American government noted that whilst Nigerian laws penalized corruption, enforcement was not followed through. The report said this allowed government employees, including elected officials, to partake in corrupt practices. Massive, widespread, and pervasive corruption affected all levels of government, including the judiciary and security services. The Constitution provides immunity for civil and criminal prosecution for the President, Vice President, Governor, and Deputy Governor whilst in office, the report said. The report, which covers 198 countries and territories, noted ongoing human rights abuses and violations worldwide, evident in the regression of democratic systems in several continents. It stressed there were numerous allegations of government corruption despite the so-called anti-corruption campaign of President Muhammad Buhari. Corruption is increasing in the country, with Nigeria ranking 154 out of 180 countries, in according to the transparency. Let me take that again. It stressed there were numerous allegations of government corruption despite the so-called anti-corruption campaign of President Buhari's regime. Corruption is increasing in the country, with Nigeria ranking 154 out of 180 countries, according to the Transparency International 2021 Corruption Index. Correspondents had reported Mr. Osinbajo's involvement in violating federal campaign finance laws, as Guarantee Trust Bank donated at least 200 million naira to his campaign coffers. The financial record said GT Bank's Investment One Fund Management Department paid 200 million naira in three increments of 100 million, 50 million, and 50 million. So that's not increments, that should be installments. So they wrote increments though. So let me read it properly because it always niggles me when it's badly written. The financial records of GT Bank's Investment One Fund Management Department paid 200 million naira in three installments of 100 million, 50 million, and 50 million to Mr. Osinbajo's campaign account in the build up to the 2015 presidential election, in which he stood as the running mate of Mr. Buhari. Since 2020, correspondents have exclusively exposed a series of scandals involving Mr. Buhari's ministers, aides, political allies, and controversial appointments into public offices. In February 2021, correspondents reported that Mr. Buhari's political aides and loyalists were appointed to Nigeria's Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR. In December, the Nigerian Intelligence Agency testified to the high level of corruption and tribalism under Mr. Buhari's regime, evident in the tenure extension of current Director General Ahmed Rufai, despite internal protest against his reappointment. The former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Atahiru Jega, also described Mr. Buhari's anti-corruption campaign as ineffective, as looters who joined the All Progressive Congress (APC) would have their cases swept under the carpet. Garba Shehu and Laulu Akande, spokesmen of Masas Buhari and Osinbajo, respectively declined the request of correspondence seeking comments on their principal's indictment by the United States report. So there it is right there, as though that was news. Corruption in Nigeria, of course. This is just the way we live in that country. So that is the way we live in that country. Let me just have a look. I think let's just have a look. Let's see if there's anybody in the room to take it on. Okay, so we have the Mighty Janle Koko. So let me acknowledge Alexander Gomez first, who was somewhat tickled by my singing in the introduction. So Bonnie identity. So he's saying that's Oliver the Cook. Say of course that was Oliver the Cook. Bonnie identity. So thank you for the super chat, Alexander, and good to see you, Ajanle Koko. So Ajanle Koko, are you there?
Yeah, one man. How are you?
I'm good. Good to have you. So, I mean, this is a no. I always describe certain news as no news news. So the Americans are telling us that, according to their data, Buhari the corruption continues to unabated in Nigeria. So that is not news to you, is it, Ajanle Koko?
That's an old news now.
Yeah, that's just another day in Nigeria. It's just looking at what else? What else? The only thing that works in Nigeria is stealing, isn't it? What else? My goodness me,
and kidnapping and killings.
And kidnapping and killings. The only news that can come from Nigeria is that something good was done or the people benefited, but that news will never come. Yeah, the news that something, although UK is telling us that they are building roads now, but no, the American indictment that Nigeria 154 out of 180 in the corruption index. The Americans are saying that it's just a free for all as it stands now, and even campaign flouting, money looting, outright stealing, just a gluttonous excess.
I mean, what do you expect? We have had several news of the alarming rate that they are looting the wealth, looting the resources, particularly with regard to our what do you call it, the crude oil. This guy revealed to us, this Igbo millionaire,
Elumelu.
Elumelu, 3 weeks ago was saying that maybe 80% of our crude oil have been stolen. I mean,
even Pastor Adeboye was raising alarm, and when we get to that level, we are done.
Yeah. So that is why you see some people are still skeptical about 2023. That are we really sure that we're still going to have a nation in 2023? Are we really sure that 2023 election will be conducted? There are a lot of bad signals that showing that nation is moving towards disaster. A lot of people,
sorry, that's my wife. Carry on.
Yeah, a lot of foreign countries that can see better than us, that can see ahead of time, have indicated this in several ways, particularly with their multinational organization moving out of Nigeria. They're moving out of Nigeria to neighboring Ghana, to where our brother Vin is. They're moving out of Nigeria to neighboring Ghana. So the Nigeria is a country with these alarming corrupt practices, scared in foreign investors. Foreign investors will not come and invest in a country where corruption is at alarming rate, particularly investors from the West. They won't come there. You could see investors.
Because you have to understand that, John Lekoko, the Americans, they're not speaking from sentiment, so they're speaking from intelligence and raw data.
Oh, yes.
Because all of these monies have been moved through the international system, and they have an insight into the movement of this money. And they're just seeing the money flowing out of the country into private accounts, and they're saying, Abba, Abba. Joe Biden is saying Haba. Haba. Joe Biden is saying Haba. Now.
So foreign investors will not come because foreign investors are going to use investors' money, shareholders' money of the organization, to invest so that they can, make a return to them at the end of the year. Why would they go and invest in a place where they know it's a big risk, it's not safe, and at the end of the year, they are going to run at a big loss? How are they going to report to the shareholder? So it's just at alarming rate, and this news is not. We have been saying this.
We could do this story every single day, without repeating a story. Every single day.
We have been saying this, and we know those that are involved in this. And it's unfortunate that some of our people still want to vote for these people. Some of our people are just jostling for these people that are killing this country, are perpetrating this corruption at an alarming rate that United States can even come and then shout at the loudest to us that this is not normal. It's at a point that the country there's all signal that the country is moving towards disaster.
Yeah.
We are in crisis now, and after crisis is disaster. And when you get to that stage of disaster, to get it back, It's almost impossible. And our people have to wake up. We have to let our people know we are doing a good job on this platform, raising that noise every time. We are moving towards we are in a crisis and we are moving towards disaster. And until our people can really take a new direction, a new course.
You see, Ajale Koko, I cannot recall a time in history that there was not corruption in Nigeria. But people, they've always looked the other way because they could relatively get what they needed to eat. They had relatively cheap or reasonably priced petrol. So they could have a relatively okay life, somewhat. But now, even all the corruption has now eaten into the lifestyle of the Nigerians. So that we're now regressing. We're almost like Zimbabweans or Ethiopians back in those days type of life
Yes.
now.
Yes.
You know, where people are rationing food, people are skipping meals in Nigeria.
Look,
People are not eating for days in Nigeria.
In the 70s, in Nigeria. In the 70s, when we watched all this news about Ethiopia and all this countries,
we sent grains of rice to Ethiopia. Nigeria sent. During We Are the World,
Yes. So we say we
maybe they
used
should
to
be
watch
sending
them
grains of
on the
maybe
news.
Ethiopia should be cheeky and send us grains of rice back now just to poke fun at us, Abby.
It is sad that we are looking our country, retrogressing and going down every day. But we, the people, have a responsibility. And that responsibility is for us to change the direction of that country by voting out these two parties. We don't have to play politics. We don't have to play sentiment. We don't have to play religious sentiment. We don't have to play tribal sentiment. In doing this tribal sentiment and this religious sentiment is if we don't take that bold decision and do away with them, this problem we are confronting will persist and it will consume us as people. So that news, one man, is just once again confirming to us as people that you people should wake up. Your country is dying. This Buhari's administration have destroyed everything completely. And I keep saying, we cannot hold Buhari alone responsible for this problem. We have to hold the whole team. APC in totality is responsible for this. A party that govern as a team and not by one person. So they got to be sacked so that we can change the new direction. We got to hold them responsible. It doesn't matter whether Osinbajo is this thing. Some Christians look at Ego yesterday shouting, "Oh, there
was no stopping him. He's been waiting for that moment for a long time.
Let him come. Yeah, he has to come. The Osinbajo is this thing." I said, look at the way Nigerian reasons. These people, they govern as a team. They destroy this country as a team, but we want to use our tribal sentiment to exonerate one person because it's Osinbajo or because of this.
Because they speak to Rama.
Because it's a Christian. Let us drive them away. That is the only way. The way it is done. Why don't we want to practice democracy the way it is done in the West? If a particular party govern America today, and is running down America and make life miserable, the nation will sack that party from the position of power. They will put another party, and that party with another party that come in will make adjustment, make something better, and if they fail again, we will vote for another. That is the way country progress. But if you continue to vote for this criminal the same because you are playing your tribal and religious sentiment, you will not get solution to your problem. So one man is
it's not news, but it's not news. So, but it's still as depressing as it always is.
It's not news, but it's confirming to us as a people to wake up and do the right thing by kicking these people out of our life.
Well, like me, I may oppose. It's not a new news anyway.
Yes.
But like me, I would like to oppose that. But I will wait until my own turn
No,
anyway.
oppose it now. Let's hear
Okay.
you.
Now we're talking about the U.S. Brought out news and all kind of propaganda. We might say it is not propaganda to ours. We know how corrupt Nigeria is and the politicians alike. But the same U.S. we're talking about, how many of these people has permanent resident of U.S.? How many of these people looted our money and used to buy house in U.S.? Are they telling us that they don't know them? They don't see that. So how much money have they repatriated back to Nigeria? Though we know the little they refunded back to Nigeria, they misuse it. Agree. But these people, when me and them go to the embassy to apply for US visa, how many of us are they going to give visa to? Are they not the same politicians that they know they are very corrupt? They will still give them visa. They give them 10 years, even though Nigeria is supposed to get 2 years visa. These people, they will be giving them 10 years visa. They will give their children. They will give, so it is even the so-called US where we praise them, but even they are contributing to the problem that we are facing. In fact, we have to tell ourselves the truth. When you see things like this going on, the children of these people, they are schooling in your universities. The same money they stole, that you know that they stole from Nigeria, they brought to US. They buy houses for their kids. Their kids living extravagant life. They ride the best vehicle in the world. So what are you telling us? We don't want their news. We know that is what is going on. But they should also do their own job if they really want to help us.
Baba Kure, I don't think the Americans are essentially making any moral judgments. They are just publishing data, so they don't care if you loot yourself or not. But they're telling you
That
that
is it.
this is what is going on. Oh, but I
They
don't
don't
think they care
they,
enough to form
they
any
don't need
more.
to tell us. We know by ourselves, so they don't need to publish it. In as much they cannot even curb it because they know all this money are channeled to their country. There is a one particular senator in my state.
Mm.
If even though the way they know these people that they are very corrupt and they are looting the money, why don't you ban them? You know them. You know how do you get this money? You can refuse them visa, but I'm telling you, these are the people that they will still give visa to. They will give they will give their wife. They will give all their kids. In as much you are a senator in Nigeria, all your family will be qualified to get visa. So now when anything happens, they just fly away. They run away. Then left poor people in Nigeria. So who are they fooling? They fooling themselves. If they want to do something,
So you don't really care for the Americans making if they want
I
to
don't
do
care.
something about it, they can.
You exactly.
Yeah.
Not even I'm telling you, if let's just put it this way: if 50 politicians apply for US visa and 20 Nigerians apply for visa, out of that 20 Nigerians, they will give just one visa to just one of them out of that 20. But you see, those 50 politicians, they will give all of them 10 years, even though Nigeria only qualify for 2 years non-immigrant visa. They will give them 10 years. Why? Because they know that they steal our money to come and spend the money in their country. So what are they telling us? Do what you're supposed to do. If you want to help Africa, do what you're supposed to do. Ban these people from coming to your country. Then they will be able to stay home. All the money they siphon, they will be telling, oh, you are not patriotic. If me, all the money I make, I used to build something there, and you steal our money and you bring it over to them to buy houses. You left your own country. Who is more patriotic? So the truth must be told. If US want to help us, do what
the corruption in Africa, it can be solved just like that by just two countries, three countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, and France. Because
Exactly.
this is where these people park the monies, and they know where the money is, and they know who stole it. But they are not going to remove. They've stolen trillions out of Africa. So if they are going to do the right thing, then they have to remove those trillions out of their own economy now. So they are not going to
Exactly.
do. They are not going to do that.
And ban these people. Any politician ban them from being coming to your country. Ban them from be using your hospital as a way of taking money away. When you do all that, then you will know that you are talking. Well, I give kudos to America because they have a strong constitution that is working for them, but they should not be telling us all kind of bullshit story, which they know for sure that they can even call by themselves.
All right. I think that story angered you somewhat, Baba Kore.
Let me respond a little bit to Baba Kure.
Respond.
Look, Baba,
Najan Leko is an American. No, you don't run
yeah,
America down when Najan
yeah.
Leko is around. Eh?
Let me tell you, Baba Kure, yes, there are some facts and some of those issues that you mentioned, but we have a bigger responsibility on ourselves to solving our own problem than American. American are doing their own. In a little way, they can do it. This information is power. This information that they send out today that we are discussing about is enough for us to stand up as people and fight for ourselves. America will not bring their fighter jet or anything to come and fight for us or impose sanction on us or tell the leaders that they don't welcome them in their country. It doesn't work like that when it comes to human rights issue. America is a country that they are capitalist country, and capitalism embraces investment. Money. It's all about money. Bring your money, and yes, you can stay. They have special program there for immigrant and how immigrant can come into America. Some immigrant is about money. How much do you have that you want to bring into American economy, and you'll be allowed in with your family? So some people will fall under that category among all these politicians. And there's a way that politicians move their money. It is not just by direct transfer of money from America to here. They can go through this one man, what do you call it? This secret way of
tax havens.
Tax haven, or this secret way of moving money around from one country to the other. That it will even, but the way that money will enter American market, American economy, the American system will not easily detect that it's coming via Nigerian politician. So there's a way.
Yes, they can launder it. I think laundering.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could later dictate, but the way we enter the system, they cannot easily detect it. So that is the way this criminal move money around the world.
But I'm still with Baba Kore. The Americans can do more. Let me
what
take
America is doing, giving us information, is enough for us to stand up as people. Look at, they acted after the massacre. What do you call this? Lekki massacre. I think they came out with some stringent and restrictive measure against our politicians, or some names. You remember some of these police that were involved in that massacre that came they tried to run away. Yes.
Adale Koko, you know what emboldens me somewhat regarding what Baba Kure is saying? Look how quickly they are able to seize all of the assets of the Russians. They are just every single penny that they have.
Thank
They
you,
sell
one man.
everything just within a week. They don't,
Because
globally.
it is
So
not
because
black.
the Russians are able to hide money better than Nigerians, I imagine. So
Eh,
if they know where all the Russian money is, then they must know where all the Nigerian money is. So if they want to close these people down, 1 week they shut them down.
One man, sorry, I'm going to with what you just said, because we still have to bring the some issue again. We can still even see the issue of racism in this case.
Of course,
You see,
now.
anything that concerns blacks, they are not going to really touch it. But let's just somebody that is a European, it is quick. You just mentioned about Russia now and Ukraine. See how fast everybody stood up. So what Ajahn Legoko is saying, well, you are very right in your own opinion, but I still stand on what I said. They can do better at what they are doing right now.
Yeah, especially moving against their assets. Yeah.
We be hearing this story over. This is one of the reasons why they work against Jonathan. Is it not? Is it not?
Babakure, can I come in here?
Yeah, come in.
You see, I align myself with what you have said. See, if a blind man is saying that he's going to stone you, it's either the stone is in his hand or he is stepping it. That stone is under his feet. That is how I see it. You cannot be a collaborator and at the same time be someone that will expose people. These monies there is no way. There is no way. How did they dictate that Airpeace laundered money through NGO and so on and so forth to evade taxes and so on, to use it to buy a personal medicine for commercial? How did they find out? What is so difficult for them to find out what is happening? Most of Nigerian money looted, especially from oil and other things, are stuck there in the UK. These politicians pay over 400 million pounds per year just to train their children in those areas. That is why your school you cannot get good schools in Nigeria. That is why you see Nigerians queuing up in Ghana here just to gain elementary school. Here in Ghana, people are calling from Nigeria. I want to bring do you have space? Let me bring my child so that he or she will come here and study. They are calling. I'm not telling you what someone told me. These are people from my
country. Bring the issue of Ghana to this.
Honestly, I know one man will not like it.
You never miss a chance to Ghana or
something. You see, one man, that is the truth. You see, when someone is telling you the truth, accept it wholeheartedly.
Hold on, Vin. Do we want Nigerian children having Ghanaian accents? Is the thing, calling work and turn it
no, you see,
work. They come to Nigeria and say, I'm going to work. They come to Lagos and say, I am going to work. Well, you see, them.
You see, one man, listen, one man, no, yes, that's the lighter side of it. You see, no matter how you bring, no matter how, if you bring a child now from Nigeria to this place.
Vin, are you at work or at home? Where are you?
Is it home people or hen? Home hen.
Home. Where are you, Vin?
I am not at work. I am at home.
Okay. One man. Ajale Koko. All of you, I am here. This is Bia, okay? I listened to your program yesterday, would I say by mistake, and I'm here. So when it's time for you to let me talk, let me know, okay?
Yeah. When have you ever needed permission to talk? Can anybody stop you? Is it possible? It's not possible now, but good to have you, Bia. But
because I need to mark my presence now, okay?
No, we felt you when you came in.
We saw you. Even though women are not in politics, okay?
You know what? I'll come to you in a moment, but let me just say this to Vin. Vin, when next you want to come on live, if you are able to come on live with your livestock in the backdrop, we would like to see that. We would like to see your farm.
I would do. I say, to be honest with you, my ranch covers, let's say, about 3.5 football size. It is what I inherited from my father. The cows never gone out. They've never gone out. And I have people from Niger that are taking care of them. They've not gone out. They are in an enclosed, space, feeding.
All right. So next time, if you feel inclined to go on live, if you can have them at the backdrop, so that will be your backdrop instead of this multicolored or something, that would be more interesting.
Then,
Yes, sir.
I'm just making jokes in my reference. If I were you also, I will be proud of Ghana. I am proud of Nigeria before, but not now. So everybody proud of what they have.
Yeah, Baba Kure, Baba Kure, I know. You see, Nigeria gave me life. I was just 5 years old when we moved from where they call Tema Harbor, back to Nigeria. 5 years old. And that tells on how I behave and my accent. This accent that I am learning here is just because of, to feel belong, that this is my father's home. You understand? I still have, when I speak in the midst of people here, they say, oh, no. You're not a Ghanaian. Your accent sounds Nigerian. I say, yes. You cannot tell me that I spent 32 years to 33 years in Nigeria and refuse to acquire their accent. That's difficult. In Ghana here, we say no matter how a piece of log stayed in the wood, it can never be a crocodile. You understand? So that is how, and when they look at it, they say, oh, okay. If one threatened me one day that I'm not, when I wanted to go and vote, that I'm not a Ghanaian, I said, look, I will sue you, I will sue your house, and you will come and tell me whether my father's death certificate issued to me by the death registrar office is your own father, whether you were there when they gave birth to me. You see, these are some of the things we pass through. When they see you speaking like this, like Nigerians sometimes, and when they are maybe unfortunately attacking a Nigerian in my presence, I always announce my presence there. So you cannot attack a Nigerian where I am standing by. You cannot dare not do that.
All right, thank you, Vin. Let's acknowledge Bia, and then I want Ajale Koko to speak on the breaking news of a show race restriction being lifted by the Court of Appeal. But let's go to Bia first. Bia, let's invite your comments. You said you listened to yesterday's session, and we're querying that we don't have sufficient enough female voices on the platform. You being the sole female voice, with intermissions by celibes occasionally. So why do you think that is? Why do you think we don't have female voices on the platform, Bia?
Do you want to hear my honest opinion?
Of course, nothing else.
You sure?
Go on.
All right.
That sounds like a beating coming my way, but let's have it.
There's no beating. I don't beat people. I give what you give to me. You give me, I give you back. Yeah.
Go on. No. We're listening. Go
on. I believe that it is good. You have this website's topic on politics, but sometimes you can give a little bit of variety just to attract wider audience. If you want to customize it just to politics, not many, I agree, not many women tend to go towards politics because of our mindset in Nigeria, particularly, and Africa, even the West. Like I heard yesterday, it is true that they are coming to terms to women coming into politics, and women had fought for equality in many ways. There is still inequality, but Africa is a bit more backward in giving women opportunities in politics. I believe there is a space for a woman in politics because women can play a vital role to move things forward. And there are corrupt men as corrupt women as well. So that shouldn't be a criteria to say because so and so stole money as a woman in position that another woman is going to do that. So women, are home builders. It takes some kind of supernatural skills to build a home. And when you want to talk about politics is not just about ruling people, acquiring all the powers in the world to subjugate people, to make them your subjects. you need to run it like a professional home. A professional home. So I believe women have those talents.
So what brings you here? Because you spend your time here when you can spare it. So what attracts you to the space?
Okay, now you're asking me.
We want to
That is
use you
good.
as a template for
That's
the
good that you've
women.
asked me rather than Ajanle Koko guessing and saying, Bia, come here to attack people. And I want you to take it back, Ajanle Koko, because
No. He
ah
said you
no
were
wait,
He said you were
wait
attracted by the
now.
Eastern narrative, but
No, she said I'm pro
oh God.
Biafran, and anyone
But
that
you
says
are you
any
not?
1 minute now, one man, let me talk now.
Okay.
You see why we normally fall out.
Yeah.
No one here understands me. I'm not that difficult, but I'm very straight. I speak straight. I don't speak behind. Whatever I'll say behind you, I'll say in front. Let heaven fold. As long as I've said my mind, and I don't intend to offend anyone except you give me, then I give it back. So in as much as I'm proud to be Igbo person, there is room in my heart for other ethnicities, regardless where they come from. I believe in fairness. Even in my school, I fought for people from different backgrounds that are not even Nigerians. So I just like fairness. But it does not remove the Igbo-ness in me. And I believe each one of you here, are proud to be from your origin. Doesn't mean that you are an extremist.
All right. To the question, Abia, just for
Let me
reasons.
finish because there's a bit of.
We're always pressed for time.
I know. There's a bit of misunderstanding. I'm not
Mm.
just a pro-Biafran. I'm a proud Biafran, but I have a limit. I defend the just.
No, we know you're a stickler.
Wait.
Hold on, you're a stickler for fair play. We know you are a stickler for fair play, which is what you're saying. But
Yes.
what we
Let me
were
speak. I'll answer that, because if you
okay.
don't understand me, you won't know why I come here. Isn't it? I'm now bringing myself as a sampler now to give you an entry into a one woman's voice. Another voice from another woman will be different, definitely, because we are unique. It's just that each and
Are
every
you
one
saying
of
all
us.
women are not the same? We always assume
They are
they
not.
were.
No, women can.
They are
Now all
not.
men are not the same. Now even
Look
your
at this.
fingers are not equal. All men. And every other thing are not equal too. So
What every other thing? Only you will go there. Look at this woman. You think man, it's not that kind of show. Well, carry on.
I talk straight, like I said to you. So I'm saying, in me, as an Igbo person, I'll be drawn to defend my people, but not an extreme, if you know what I mean. Ajanle Koko would fight as a Yoruba person, because when Ajanle Koko first joined this program, there were heated arguments between Ajanle Koko and yourself and others until he was promoted to the almighty Ajanle Koko because of his diverse contribution. He's grown and allowed inclusivity of other people by sampling. You understand? So when you one man call certain people yam head, I don't like it, but I can't change you. Those kind of the things that I don't really like. But for me, what brought me the first time I came to this platform, I saw a group of Nigerians. As I said, okay, to myself, oh, look at my families, Nigerian, now for now. So you guys have brought politics online. Let me come here and contribute, because wherever I go, I like to contribute for positivity. Even if I might not be perfect with knowledge in those areas, I like to learn a lot, in as much as it may not seem so. So that's why I don't want to go into politics. I don't want to be a governor. I don't want to be a president, but I want the best for all Nigerians, regardless where they come from. And I believe that if something touches me as a woman that I'm suffering from as a Nigerian, other women,
do you
other
think we
people.
should do you think we should do more softer topics outside of politics?
It's
Like
not about softness.
relationships and whatnot, all those kind of
No. Women
because
are not that.
I'm not very good in those kind of
No.
that's
It's not the issue. After all, I'm here. It's not what attracted me, isn't it? I'm sure there are other women in the background that come and type like other beautiful women are in this platform. A lot of women may, because of our background, may be shy to actually bring themselves out to speak out. even though they have things they would want to say. I believe every voice has got something to say, but they may not want to come here because of sometimes.
Do you think they might find it intimidating with 4, 10, even 9, 8 highly opinionated, Nigerian men going hell at it, bag all the time? Do you think that somewhat intimidates?
I believe they will see how the men treat the women that had been here, whether the women are perfect or not, because women are women. They'll always be women, just like man is man. Now you guys do your things. So when they see how other women are being treated here, not given opportunity, somehow, I wouldn't say not given opportunity. It's not the bad those, because in Nigeria, it's like most women are jumping molways and all that. The society had forced women to live like tomboys, survival of the fittest. Sometimes the people might not even imagine you're trying to fetch water. Nobody wants to know whether you're man or woman. In Nigeria, you have to, fight to make ends meet. I don't believe you should change your topic. After all, sometimes you cover something like that, Chidinma and other things. It's just to keep on inviting them. I believe they will come. It's a matter of time. Once they come and see how things produce, it's just breaking that water, that being shy. And then it's not about that, because Nigerians are holding, they don't want to come because of that respect. They don't want to go into, it's not about the respect, because I believe the Nigerian respect is slavery. It's not actual respect. For me, respect is when you treat, 1 minute now.
Yeah, go on.
For me, respect is when you value your fellow human being like yourself. Respect is when you don't break boundaries. You don't go out of your way to upset someone. It's not only about the physical things I see. You can dobale for me and then you're saying bad things about me. I won't accept it as respect. So every person defines respect the way they see it. So I don't think because our women, they respect the men, they want to be in the kitchen to take care of the women, the children. I don't believe that.
All right, thank you, Bia. So yeah, for reasons of time, let me get back to. But good to have you, Bia. For reasons of time, let me get back.
Let me. Ajale Cook, are you there?
You want to pick a fight again, Abby?
I'm not fighting. No, one man. I don't fight. You don't know me. I don't fight.
All right,
I don't fight. But
go on, pick a fight. Oh yeah, go on.
I'm not. I don't like to fight.
Can I respond?
Well, let me finish. Ajale Coco.
I love politics.
Well, I'm not attacking him. I love. I don't know what you call attack when someone is trying to put their opinion across.
Go on. Yeah.
I love politics. I don't want to be a prime minister or governor, but I want to contribute to the wellness of Nigeria. In any way, if I have resources, in any way I can help in the future, I would love to do that, to make sure that especially women get educated and become more better people wherever they go, be it in Nigeria, all around the world. So there are different types of politics. I'm not into that politics of looting and wearing agbada and all those Ishiago and the president.
Let Ajanle Koko respond, only because we're already halfway. Okay. So Ajanle Koko, respond quickly, but then go very swiftly from that to the news that your boy has now been let loose. So Showore, the restriction to Abuja lifted. So if you want to respond to Bia, you can. But really, that's where really we're wanting to hear you, because you come here to champion Sharia often. So he has been unleashed now, so we can see what he can do. So what are you making of that news, Ajanle Koko?
Let me respond to my sister Bia. It's good to have you back after some few days that you took a break. But my statement yesterday, I don't want you to view it as if I'm condemning your stand for Biafra or your support for Biafra. But I was just trying to make a statement that, some women, when you see them come into this political discussion in the midst of men, they must have something that triggered them to come in. So I was just using that as a reference, but not to just to ridicule you or to call you, you know,
so your intention was not to mock. So
no, not to mock you, but just to say that, okay, you stand for what you believe in, and you don't mind standing in the midst of men, you know, to champion what you believe in. And I really commend you for your courage all the time to stand within us and stand tall and put out your own message, and you never shy doing that. So I wish we have some other women, female, that can develop such a strong attitude and come among us, come on this platform and come and express and push what you believe in. You will be welcome.
All right.
Thank you for coming back.
All right. So back to the politics of it.
Thank you, Ajanle Koko. Thank you.
So we're now unleashed by the Court of Appeal. So now let's see what he can do. So we expect him to get on that downfall and be toying Nigeria again, do we?
It's a good news. It's a good news for democracy. It's a good news for people that really believe to change the direction of that country. Now that the judiciary have taken a very good decision in taking out this restriction against him, I believe that this guy will be able to move around the country to mobilize people of like mind, people that really believe, you know, in that country, people that are really patriotic, not people that are religiously sentiment, people that drive politics with religious sentiment, tribal sentiment. Not them. We don't want that this time. We want Nigerians to go for the right person that can do the job, not on tribal basis, not on religious basis. Shore does not stand for that. He stands for fairness, for justice, and for equity for all in that country. And until we line behind somebody like Shore, until we do that, we will never see freedom in Nigeria. You will never have country of your own, because that is what Shore stand for. And you see the people around him all the time. They are leaders of tomorrow. They are people that can uplift that country. You see the youth around him. I believe in Nigerian youth. They have the brain. They have that connectivity with outside world, with what is going on around the bay. This guy can put together the best team that can take that country out of this thing. This is not, don't just look at him as, oh, he doesn't have money, or he has not held a political position before. That is not how you can discover the best brain for your country. You can discover the best brain by, you know, let your country create an enabling environment for people that are interested in politics to participate, and then we can ask them questions. We can create a debate forum where these people can be asked questions about their personality, what have they done before, and what can they do. Let us ask questions about their program. How do they want to achieve it? Not just some people just make a statement like the one that Kanu make yesterday, that, oh, I will change Nigeria, I will make Nigeria competitive within 2 years.
That guy is a joker.
Yeah, I will make Nigeria competitive.
Kalu, by the way. That was Kalu, not...
Yeah, Kalu. Yeah, Kalu. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. That corrupt guy from Abia State. I will make Nigeria competitive with America and Japan within 2 years. How is that possible, for God's sake, with this problem we have? So it's a good news for democracy. It's a good news for all Nigerians, particularly the youth, to jump into the race and give this guy the support so that you youth can start building a better future for yourself. All these old politicians you see parading themselves around with PDP and APC cannot do the job for you. They don't believe in the youth. They don't believe in the future of the country. They only believe in themselves and their family. Look at people that surround them. You can't see the future of the country. All of them are old people. They don't have nothing. They are all out to loot. You can't see the future of the country around them. Showore represents the future of the country, and it can help that country out of this problem. So it's a good news for us. I'm so much happy that a draconian restriction has been lifted, and I hope that yes, donation will start moving in, and it will start moving around to mobilize people and get prepared for 2023. 2023, Showore is the way. So
all right, thank you. So we'll treat that in a bit more depth in the latter session. But thank you, Ajale Koko. For reasons of time, let me go on to Baba Akure and take him to a different talking point. Lagos State breaks silence on Osinbajo's transfer to Ogun State. So Osinbajo, he had quietly gone to revalidate his APC membership. Guess when? As far back as February 2021. So what he announced yesterday was no surprise, was not something that just happened. So he's been plotting and scheming. So Lagos State were saying, well, he did not notify us, but good luck to him where he is. But is this Osinbajo outmaneuvering the Tinubu and Lagos State space, knowing full well that as soon as he announces, they will come and attack him? So what are you then making of this lack of communication between Osinbajo and the state that made him?
Thank you very much for having me about that one. Before I go, I will just let us to make our point brief so that everybody you can sample the opinion of everybody before 2 hours. So I'm going to make it very short. Now, I said it last year when there was some issue that came up last year, and it kept mute, and it was like supporting the issue of somehow supporting the issue of Fulani men, like creating something for them and stuff like that. That was when I have been perceiving that this man may also have agenda of running for presidency, even though we know that he is the godson of political son of Bola Tinubu. However, he knew his own plan right from day one. So he knew that, okay, well, this is what is going to happen, because if he declare not being validated is ID in Ogun State, there may be some problem for him. So now he used fast track to validate his membership in Ogun State, so that when they kick him out from Lagos, then he will have somewhere to call his own home. So he is.
Do you think what he did was sly? Do you think it's a bit like cheating what he did?
Well, I don't think so, because he is from Ogun State, right? So he also has right to be in Ogun State. So when you're talking about politics is all about cheating too. So let's just forget about the issue of cheating or no cheating or whatever. Even in the same Western world too, politics is almost the same. You see somebody try to maneuver something and get out of one party and form his own party. So for him to do that, he plays his own trick, and the trick works for him. There's nothing to complain about. It is Bola meant to.
Has it gone up in your estimation? Do you respect him for what he has done? Do you think that was well done? Is that does it get a well done from you for that move?
Well, you know, politicians, I don't really deal with them. I'm not really going to say that I validate what he did, but that is politics is just all about game and lies and all kind of disappointing and all kind of bad things you can talk about. So he pulled his trick very fast upon them, and they didn't get it. So good luck to him. So
all right, well done,
one man, please. I seek your indulgence to, settle some things out for my people. I will join you later, please.
All
God
right.
bless
Thank
you.
you.
God
Thank
bless
you
you.
for joining us, Vin. And please, we want to see your farm at some point.
Don't worry, I will do that for you. I will do that.
All right. Thank you, Vin. So
Bye.
back to you, Baba Kure. Let me take you, Baba Kure, to the space. Our sixth presidential attempt. I tried to be governor 4 times. This is Atiku.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, he was elected governor of Adamawa State in
Yes.
1999, but then he
Mm-hmm.
was headhunted for the vice president, so he never actually took the oath of office. But
Mm-hmm.
it took him 4 attempts apparently to get that, and
Mm-hmm.
it's now his 6th attempt at the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing good comes easy. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be able to endure it, stickability. You have to go
Mm-hmm.
through the rough to get to the smooth. So
Mm-hmm.
all of these things, whatever your take is on Atiku as a politician, you cannot deny his capacity to just push. It's clear in his mind what he wants, and he's willing to take as long and give whatever he does. So what are you then making? Because I've never really looked at it, but four attempts to become governor, and now his 6th attempt at presidency. How would you react to that, Baba Akure?
Well, he can spend how many years he wants, how many times he wants fighting to be president of Nigeria. The most important thing is that we cannot really trust any of them because, to me, I think most of them are just fighting, number one, for what they will gain and that power that, I represent my country and stuff like that. It's not an issue of even representing the country in good way, but for their own selfish interest. If you really want to represent your country in good way, I don't think we should be do or die something. So going for six times, that's his own business. That's his own cup of tea. If he wants, he can go ahead. Like you rightly said, nothing good come easy. Even me that I'm here, I went through thick and what? How do you put it?
Thick
So
and
many
thin.
things,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
thick and thin before I got to where I am today. So everybody has story. So if he can continue, you never can tell. Maybe this might be his lucky time. Who knows? But to me, I still don't really trust them because I feel that they are only go there for number one for their own selfish interest to get that power, not to make anything really better.
All right, brilliant. And the invitation for Buhari to resign that came out yesterday from the Northern Elders Forum, but
Mhm.
very quickly, Senator SHEHU SANI has come to rebut that, to say now, no, you must do anything but not resign.
Okay.
So, if Buhari resigns, it will create a lot of chaos because then Osinbajo has to step in. So, is
Mhm.
he going to use the influence of his office to get his own way? And are they going to consider him then a Yoruba president and agitator? So, it will just make so much of a mess if Buhari steps down. So, are you a Buhari step down now or Buhari hold situation? So, where do you weigh in that argument?
Honestly, one man, I will disappoint you. I am not in any way either to step down or not to step down or to whatever. But I will tell you when a reasonable person, a reasonable individual, they don't have to tell you to resign where you resign. You know you are incapable of working for the betterment of the country. You spent almost at least, as a matter of fact, in the first term, is I think he spent about 360 days in UK treating himself on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on. Your wife is not in Nigeria. You are the only person in Nigeria. All kind of things going on. We see issue of insecurity go out of the roof. We see corruption. They don't even need to tell you to resign. Like Alajanle Koko said, you see the issue of tribalism. Oh, I'm from northern part of Nigeria. I'm from southern part of Nigeria. It's one of the problems. Because right now, you see, these people wrote a letter that he has to resign. How many northern now really support that move that he has to resign? it is just some maybe some progressive, few progressive Fulani or Hausa people we write such letter. These people believe this is their turn. It doesn't really matter if half of Nigeria will gone for this. They don't care. They just want to finish this term. Because if you look at what happened during Yaradua and Jonathan, they say that okay, well, they didn't finish their term, and it was Jonathan. And if I may be wrong. You see this issue of PDP that they don't want to sow into the southern part of Nigeria again. I think it has something to do with that, because they are believing that okay, well, during PDP, Jonathan already be the president under PDP. Then after PDP, APC. So who is APC? Northern part of Nigeria. So they still believe, but that is my own theory anyway. And people here may not really believe that. They believe that northern part of Nigeria has never been the president of Nigeria under PDP since Yaradua. I may be wrong, but that is how I read it. That is why they throw it open now. So, how many of these people really support Buhari to step down? The letter they are talking about. But
I think the tone was more the frustration about the insecurity and Buhari's lack of capacity to address it.
We understand all that, but how many of them? That is my question. How many of it, even with the insecurity that even ravaged the northern part of Nigeria, how many of them still believe that okay, we want this man to resign? How many of them want him to be kicked out? So they can be playing game. You know what you have in your mind, and you are just playing a surface game. So that is my question. How many of them really support that move? They want to finish this time. It doesn't really matter what it's going to take. Either half of Nigeria gone for this. They don't care. They just want to finish that term, making sure that okay, they finish their own term. Then it doesn't really matter where the next president will come from. That is what is going on. So that doesn't fly to me anyway. So.
All right. Thank you, Baba Kore. Let me go on from you, Baba Kore. Let me go to Solly and put him the same set of questions. But let me start him off with articles because there's a term they say stickability. Never give up. So the never give upness of Atiku, surely you are impressed by that. You may not want him to achieve that ambition of becoming president, but 6 times, surely that is clear that he wants the job and he's doing the best he can to get the job. So what are you making of that? At least it's doggedness, if nothing else, Solly.
I'm not impressed. Why should I be impressed? He's just going get to steal money now. It's the doggedness I'm not impressed. Now, when you know there's a place that you can just pack your hand inside and just take out what you want and nobody will stop you. What else do you have more to do? Why should, if anybody has that chance to, they will go for it. It's simple as that. But the main question is, look at how much he has spent. Can you calculate how much he has spent on those attempts he has been making? He's really trying to get his money back. He's really trying to get his money back. That's just how I see it. So he's not being impressed for his doggedness, or Baba is just trying to, he made wrong calculations. I don't want to say it, but let me say it. Did business like an aboki, and he's just trying to come and take, just wants to grab his way.
So it's just choppies, no, it's just chops.
Yes, for the fact that on CNN they had to start asking questions about the vice president, the kind of shame, the kind of disgrace, and this guy did not stop, and you think he's coming back for revenge. He's coming back for part 2. And this time he wants to be the head so that nobody will stop him. That's just it. And I keep saying it, even though they want to get angry at me, the East to vote for him, which doesn't even make sense. But,
why would the East vote for him? Why do you think the East will vote for him?
Because I think they hate APC more than PDP. And they just want PDP back.
Oh, yes. Do you want PDP back?
I don't want APC or PDP if possible, but if I could choose between the two, I think it's better for APC and Osinbajo to be there. That PDP, they have terrible track record now. Why do we think that they are coming to save us?
All right, you've joined the Showore train, and it looks as though he's been unleashed by the Court of Appeal. So, are you in celebratory mood? And are we expecting him now to do that round two of what he did in 2019, going to all these villages?
I can't celebrate because until he starts doing his work, they set him back far, but not as far back as based on his own party not being a big party, and he actually needs funding. They set him back far apart, so he has to be working every day. I see that okay, he has improved a bit. He has started gathering crowd and everything, but his social media presence is still weak.
Has he started canvassing for money? Somebody said yesterday that he has started. I think it was.
I see no problem in him canvassing for money. There should be no problem in that. If other people are going to use, this should even
But
be
he did not
another key
account
point.
for what he canvassed for the last time, did he?
No,
Well, I don't know about that.
He did. One man. He did. He
Is
did
that
immediately after the election.
they when they went to pick him up in Lagos, the DSS, it was in a 5-star hotel apartment.
And then
Yes,
what?
and is
Is
there
he
any
not?
problem
Is
with being in a
is
five-star
Showore
hotel?
a poor? Is he a poor man? Is Showore a poor
Is
man?
Should he
he
not
is he
stay
a
in a
rich
one-star
man?
hotel? One man, is
Is
that
he,
what you want? You want
what
him to
is a
stay in a
big deal?
one-star
What
hotel
is a big
just
deal
to
about
He
just
has
to
been
5 star
there
hotel?
for
impress you
he
for your
has been
vote?
there for 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
One man,
Is he a
that's how.
poor man?
Eh?
Is Showore a
No,
poor man
Ajale
by
Coco,
his
Ajale
standard?
Coco, that is
And
what
not
impresses
a
one
room,
man.
an
When
apartment
Buhari
in a
was
4-star
drinking
in a four.
Excuse me, house. Excuse me, house. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hmm.
I don't know, one man. I don't know if you're observing what's happening on the news now today.
Which is
As
what?
the people are clamoring because there's a particular story you read about people clamoring for Buhari to resign and all those stuff.
Yeah.
While the former secretary to the United Nations is actually commending the guy for
It's commending Buhari.
for handling insecurity. I don't know what's happening again.
No, but that's
So
just political talk now. That's just political talk now.
that means
That means nothing.
that lends credence to what we have been saying, that the international community sometimes, these people, when they
Is
come
it
with
John Campbell? Is it who? Sorry,
Ban
who?
Ki-moon, the
Oh,
former
Ban
head.
Ki-moon.
It's Ban
Wow.
Ki-moon.
That's what
Yes, I hate
Wow.
when
That's
they
why.
do
Are
things
you
like
talking
that.
about that yam head? That
Don't forget Ban Ki-moon now.
tiny
I feel like
tiny,
Nigerian government
tiny
bribes those
eyed
people.
that one.
Do you know that when after George Bush, your president, when after he left office, it was in Abuja raising Buhari's hands. You know that after our own Prime Minister Tony Blair, after he was kicked out, you know where he ended up? He's in Abuja chasing all contracts and raising
Yeah,
Buhari's hand. Don't forget all
yeah,
that now.
for
They know
sure,
how
man.
wealthy Nigeria is now.
Mm-hmm.
They know, do you think Ban Ki-moon doesn't like dollars? Don't forget Ban Ki-moon, man.
They give these guys
That's why.
money.
My point is that's why when we wait for these people to come and intervene, they never give any intervention because they're all whapped in the head. They're all bribed. So somebody
They
of
are
that
not going
stature
to
to
intervene. A zero is for you people that will save yourself out of this problem you are going through. You
Exactly.
people don't
They are there
act.
to make money.
Yeah, if you don't act and change the direction of your nation by voting these people out, it will continue. They don't have no choice. All those power.
I think that should
Outside
be clear
power.
to Nigerians by now, and by extension, all Africans. If you
Yes,
don't help yourself, they won't help you.
they
It's not
won't
They
help
easy
have
you.
no
them yet,
reasons to
though.
help you now. Do you know how cheap petrol is? Do you know how cheap food is internationally? Do you know that the subsidy for all of the life that they live in Africa, in the West, is because they are getting resources for Africa for nothing?
That's it.
So
Little
why
to
would they?
nothing.
If your life gets
So,
better,
Mr.
they are get.
Woman,
Hold on, hold on.
okay.
If your life in Africa gets better, their life in the West has to get more expensive because your
Yes.
better life has to be paid for. So it's not free now.
Yes,
So it
yes.
has to be paid for. So so that price of bread that you're buying for 70p, you have to buy it for £1 now because the life of the African gets better. So they are not going to look, they're coming to help you. You must be joking. Yeah. But Radio Biafra, you wanted to say? Radio Biafra?
Yeah, so can you give me a few seconds? I'm just
all right. All right. Back to Solly. So Solly, yeah. So let's take you then. This argument then. Maybe you heard yesterday's session. I think you might even have made a cameo appearance when we were talking about the Northern Elders Forum coming out now to say that Buhari must resign immediately and right now. SHEHU SANI comes out to say that no, he should stay in situation because he only has a few months left. So, but the argument is that the insecurity is ratcheting so highly that even those 10 months that he has left is too expensive a price to pay. But SHEHU SANI says it would create a lot of confusion if this guy is forced down. So where are you in that divide, Solly?
You know why the British loved these northern people? Another reason why is because northerners are very cunning. British people are very cunning too, but not smart, just cunning. Same thing with northerners. Now, if Buhari steps down, who will become president? Osinbajo, which is a southerner. They are still pushing for that plan where a southerner will rule for a short period of time. This is what I feel. And then they will say they want to come back again because it has rotated. This is kind of crazy thing.
I see that permutation too. If Osinbajo is there for 10 months, they will say, "Oh, that's enough for a year now."
Yes.
So
No. They can't come up with that argument. That will even help. Hold on, no.
You're still surprised.
Some yam head can start talking like that, but it will be clear to everybody that that is stupid argument. But that will even help. Hold on, no. That will even help Osinbajo to use all the resources of government within his reach to advance himself to that position of presidency. Do you know what it means to be president of Nigeria? You have the control of police, you have the control of army, you have the control of INEC, you have the control of the EFCC, you have the control of everything. So who is going to be that person that will be on his way? If he just drive himself to visit, he's already there. If he just anoint himself again, that's it. If you people doesn't want to vote, he can rig the election. They will rig it for him because the INEC is under him, the EFCC under him, police under him, army under him, Google Defense under everybody under him. What are you talking?
All right. So Solly, you say it's an opinion that is just somewhat divided, but I think it's just the frustration of the insecurity in the country, Solly.
It's a lie. These people are cunning. They are very cunning. This is how they used to bounce. Is it not Buhari and Osinbajo that were drinking sachet of Milo?
Can you recall that picture of Osinbajo in the school? I'll see if I can find it and put it up as we're talking. In the school classroom, which just little primary school, and he was sitting eating food with them in the school. This is oh God.
Nigerians, they just dribble. So his appearance is, when you are dealing with this kind of people, they can be very cunning, So you can't just look at them with a straightforward eye most of the time.
One man, please, I want to say something. You know that maybe this is one of the reasons why women are not coming. You didn't even ask me any topic on politics, whether it makes sense or not.
I'm going around everybody.
Even if it is one question.
I was actually coming to you after Solly.
Okay.
But because Baba Akure just indicated that let's all caption our sections very quickly so that everybody gets to have a voice. And I'm also aware that people get somewhat irritated that they wait, but you never get to them. And I say, oh, I'm rounding off now. So I know that.
No problem, as long as I contribute one, at least in politics, whether I know how to play it or not.
You are a serial complainant. You are one of those. You are one of those people that will go to the shop and say, "I want to see your manager." Are you one of those? I want to see your manager.
I'm trying to have a outer shell. I want to make my outer shell stronger now because of all of you punching bags.
No. It's all love for you here. But Solly, so Solly, then so Lagos State breaks silence on Osinbajo's transfer. They are saying they are describing it as to Ogun State. So have you spoken on that space? We've been discussing it pretty much since yesterday. But he moved very slyly and very quickly to revalidate his card in Ogun State as far back as February last year. So this guy has been plotting and scheming this thing. It's not anything that's he didn't just have a sudden idea and is now doing it. So what are you making of that, Solly?
We all saw him in the classroom now, eating with those children. You know, so why are they? Look at who is even complaining about betrayal. Can you imagine the audacity? The audacity. You know, they are just trying to rub themselves in the chest because you know they had an unexpected loss. You know, a battle that they did not know that was coming, and you know they just got slaughtered immediately. They were ambushed basically. You know, so they are just trying to pat their backs a little bit with that statement. Nobody cares. Nobody really cares. You know, nobody cares.
Have you ever seen anything more ridiculous? So that's your look. This is what they do. This is Yemi Osinbajo in primary three class B, eating ewa and gari. You look at
I
that.
wonder what they are thinking when they are doing this thing.
She's probably thinking, I hope I don't get a stomach upset from this. You know, that's what he's thinking. You say all these nasty things that these people, these characters eat. You know, but that's it. So sorry, let's go on to Bia, who is quite keen to share her thoughts. So Bia, let's take you to Atiku Abubakar, who for the sixth time, I'm even trying to reverse back the elections because I'm not even sure how many rounds of elections we have had since 1999 till date. Well, I think he even predates 1999. But this guy certainly, if he doesn't become the Nigerian president, Atiku Abubakar, it will not be from want of trying. It will not be because he did not try. It took him 4 times to become governor of Adamawa State and is 6 times deep now in his attempt to become president of Nigeria. So the doggedness, the determination, you know, so he gets credit for that at least, surely, Abia.
Well, I don't credit him for that. In my own opinion, you would I don't have to be in politics to say that his doggedness is it towards his own personal gain, or he is dogged
It's
at
a zeal
going
to
there,
serve, a zeal to
yeah,
serve.
to serve the nation and influence change. That I would call a proper doggedness. I just believe that what he's doing, going there on and on and on, is to loot the more. It's just a golden opportunity not to be poor, to be able to grab as much as he could for his 100th generation. That's my belief.
All right. And Yemi Osinbajo's sleight of hand, he has gone to revalidate his APC membership in Ikenne in Ogun State, which, by the way, is his own home state, even though throughout his political fledglings, throughout his political birthing and growth, he's always been in what something Lagos. But now that he's about to claim the ultimate prize, he suddenly remembers that he's from Ikenne in Ogun State. So Judas Iscariot is what people are. If actually they've even left the Judas out. There is now Yemi Iscariot or Shibanjo. Do you agree with that? His new appellation, Yemi Judas Iscariot or Shibanjo. Treachery, wouldn't you say?
Well, his people, they would vote for him. He believes that family is family regardless. That plays to that tribal narrative that regardless what everyone else think, your tribal men from your village will vote you because they believe that when you get there you will remember them, or you put one of them as your right winger, or even as a bodyguard, or even a gate man. But guess what? That is going to be a shocker of their lives. The people that are going to vote him, if someone didn't remember you from the beginning, having you to be his priority of best interest, that he's going to change lives positively, he's doing it for his own selfish interest. And that goes for all the politicians out there in Nigeria fighting dirty for that political space. Is for them to grab as more as they could, because the structures and the Nigerian system allow them to do and undo. They are just supreme, and no one is going to question them. They do whatever they like. So it's no fair game. Even though him and Tinubu are going to fight really dirty, we shall see.
All right, brilliant. So Bia, The invitation for Buhari to resign for reasons of lack of capacity to handle the level of insecurity being witnessed in Nigeria. There are a lot of arguments on both sides, but which of the arguments do you buy?
Resign. Whether he resigns or he doesn't resign, what good has he done to Nigeria? He's as good as dead. He's just there, just treating the office like he's a cowrie. What's it called? He's a his pen where he grows his farmland. So he can go there and cultivate whatever. Anytime he wants okra, he'll go and pluck it. He wants this one, he'll go and pluck it. So whether he's there or not, we don't have a president. So whether he resigns or not, it doesn't really matter. He does not exist. He's just there like a zombie man, dead man walking.
Dead man walking. Look at that, zombie or zombie. I was expecting you to sing Joro Jara Joro, but maybe we don't. Maybe we don't want to hear that. Yeah. But so thank you, Bia. So Bia, let's go from you and let's sample Exiro's opinion. And Exiro, the treachery of Yemi Oshibanjo is Iscariot. Yemi is Iscariot Oshibanjo. This guy, they say Machiavellian moves. This is essentially what they mean by Machiavellian moves. So surreptitiously, he covertly, slyly, sneakily went to revalidate himself quietly as far back as February 21 in Ikene. So if he knew he was from Ikene, why didn't he stay there to be of good to his own state? But having been made man and boy in Lagos State by Tinubu, as ever, a two brute, you two brutus, his own court is the deepest, the stab in the back. So what are you then making then of this little man from Ikene now and his act of treachery?
Well, I think it's one of two things. First, I used to think that this was a setup by the Tinubu group so that the baton doesn't fall into the laps of Tinubu, who was the overall godfather of the Southwest new age politicians. Then it's definitely going to fall into the laps of one of his boys. But then as time began to go, it became clearer that Osinbajo has thought to himself and made a decision for himself. How do I mean? I mean, he must have looked at the whole scenario and thought for himself that he has come to a stage in politics that is bigger than Tinubu himself. That is bigger than anything he has achieved under Tinubu. And then he has nothing to lose anymore, even if he doesn't get anything from this attempt. So he has decided to put his mind, how do I put it? To cast his net and see what comes out of it. Now, not forgetting that he must have backers, of course. There are people who are backing him, who have assured him that he has nothing to lose. That is I'm just thinking analytically now, because there is no reason why.
Do you agree with that, though? Because I somewhat seem to agree with that. Because what else can he lose? What more can Tinubu offer? He's already the vice president of Nigeria, which is the highest bar one position you can attain in Nigeria, higher than what Tinubu have ever achieved in his political life. So
and higher than whatever Tinubu is going to give to him again.
Yes.
If Tinubu is going to give him anything higher than this,
they have to give him the presidency. If only, the only thing he can have. So and he wants it as well, so it's not in his gift.
Yeah. So I think the man has thought his situation very, very, very seriously and saying that look, to be a vice president, you know how many contacts you will get, you know how many world leaders you can meet tomorrow, and you can virtually keep your money in safe zones. He virtually knows more than Tinubu will ever know. He knows a lot now. It's just like an octopus going back to bow to a fish, a small Titus fish. It's not possible anymore, because his brains is, if he was thinking in one direction before, now he has so much contacts all over the world that he doesn't need Tinubu to achieve anything anymore. He doesn't truly.
Do
He's not
you, do
a
you do
vice
you do you do you
president.
agree with the move that he has made? Are you do you have sympathy for it? Are you even cheering it? Do you cheer him for this move
But
that he has made?
let's be sincere to ourselves. How many of these politicians can follow what's it called? Can go through with an agreement? We are all seeing the way they are reneging from agreements here and there. They never keep to agreements. So Osinbajo is not a surprise. None of them keep to agreements. You tell somebody, even Buhari too, doesn't keep to agreements. If we want to follow the agreement, Buhari should be fighting for Tinubu to become president. But you see now the situation as it is. If you want to keep to agreements, Osinbajo should be bowing now for his godfather, to come and take the presidency. If you want to keep to agreements, see what's happening in the PDP. These people are unreliable, greedy souls. And in his greediness, he has chosen to give it one last fight before he goes to either retire and enjoy his wealth. He has decided to, why not vie for this presidency? It might fall on his lap. And if he gets it, he becomes, no doubt, the new godfather of everybody. And everybody knows that if he gets it, Tinubu will become a nobody.
Do you want him to get it?
No, there are better people. He has served under the most worthless.
Like whom? Who would you rate above Osinbajo to be president of Nigeria?
There's so many people. If they there are two angles I look at it from. One is pedigree, and two is the geopolitical zone. For us to have an equal playing field, and for justice sake, give it to the people who have not touched power.
But so that ship has sailed now. That ship has sailed.
No. It's you who's saying that. Now, if you come to the other angle,
did you hear what David? Did you hear what David?
If you come to the second point, the second reason why you should give it there, most of the most enlightened, most capable hands come from this part. As it is now, currently in this current political arena, you can only pick the likes of Peter Obi, and who else? This man, what's his name? Rwani from the commodities board. That man is so vast. I don't know where.
Bismarck, is it
Bismarck? The only person that could meet Peter Obi in terms of intellect, I will give it to Bismarck. In that whole Nigeria, we have people like Bismarck, and we are suffering like that.
Why do you rate Peter? Because Peter Obi somewhat always sounds pedestrian to me. It sounds like a motor park economist, sort of. Both in his economic theory.
The good thing with people like Peter Obi.
What do you mean by motor park economist?
I don't know for him.
Define it to us.
No, it's like both the things that he comes up with and the manner he expresses it, they sound. It's not the high. I'm not, because he was trying to draw parallels between Bismarck, Rwani, and.
No. I'm not drawing parallels.
It's a vastly superior brain.
I'm not drawing parallels. I'm not drawing parallels.
I will bracket Peter Obi with somebody like Showore. So that's
no. I'm not drawing parallels. You cannot bracket them together. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying
he's not a clever man.
I'm saying yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me just say something to one man. You see, this one man, he played double standard game many times. He's now calling Obi. He's now calling Obi. What did they do? How did they define it? It's a motor park economist or something like that. Saying it's on the same distance with Showore. You see, when Obi explained in his economic ideas, his economic plan, in such a way that poor person that does not even go to school can understand, is chastising him. On the other side, if we say Showore doesn't speak the language, he, among others, like and Ola, all those anti-Showore people, they will say Showore doesn't speak the language that poor people can understand. You see the game. You see one man with double standard.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, it's
no,
just
no.
unfortunate.
It's just I'm not sure. If you
Ajali
have,
Coco,
if
I don't understand how this is double standard. He's speaking facts though.
yes,
What?
and
No, which
Hello,
fact?
hello.
You don't
What is
it's
the
fact
understand what
fact
now.
I'm
Is
in
that
there,
saying.
Mr.
is that
Solly?
a fact or not?
Peter Obi is a
What is the
pedestrian
fact, Solly? What
economist now.
fact?
It's a
What is
pedestrian.
fact,
If
Solly?
you had
Okay,
said somebody like Kingsley
Should I tell you why it is a
Moghalu,
fact?
then I would have agreed.
Hello,
Yeah,
Yes.
tell me
hello.
what is the
One
fact that
man.
is saying.
Okay, Exiro, let me tell you why it is a fact. Because if they could actually speak to these poor people, they would have a lot of them following them, right?
So what's the point?
No, you don't get it.
What do you mean?
This guy doesn't get
No,
it.
no, no. Yes or no? No, Exiro, yes or no? It's not
You
a what
What
is the
point are
point?
you making? I want to understand your point.
It is a
One
yes
man.
or no
One man. Can I
question.
interject, please?
Hold on.
Just for 2 minutes.
Okay, let's hear from CBD. Yes. Also,
Okay.
in CBD, what Xero was trying to suggest was that Peter Obi had some sort of intellectual sagacity, which he has not demonstrated. If he had said somebody like Mogalu, there's no argument there. Everybody will line up. But
Has
Peter Obi,
Mogaluru governed the state
Well,
before?
no,
let
but
me
Mogalu is a brain. It's a super
let me
brain.
say
you see
Has he
this one
governed the
man. You see
state
this one
before?
man
That's the
again
question.
let
with
me
his
say this
double
now.
standard. You see one man with his a new position this morning.
What's that?
Yesterday,
I've
he
always
was
been a
look at
Mogalu
him. He's
fan
coming
now.
up with another position this morning. Yesterday,
The
Hold on.
he was
Mogalu that he
calling.
doesn't like, he doesn't
He
want
was
to.
calling Showore that he never held political office, and Dele Momodu, they've never held political office. Those people, we can't give them chance. Now he's talking good about Mogalu that
Ajay
never held
Koko.
political office as well.
No.
This one
Let,
man is just
Sorry, Adanle Koko.
shifting
It's not.
from pillar to pole.
Hold on. I'm not shifting.
let me.
No. Hold on. Sorry, Sibit. Let me just make this point, just to because I think what I'm not saying for political office. Exilo said something. He was trying to draw parallel between Peter Obi's capacity and Bismarck Rilwan. Bismarck Rilwan is a super brain, and
I'm not drawing parallel, please.
but
I didn't do that. You didn't let me explain.
I would equate King Bismarck Rilwan and Mogalu at that level, but
Mhm.
Peter Obi is just a Showore like kind
No,
of
no.
One
person
man.
now.
One man. Let me just
You're
say
totally
this.
wrong even there.
Yeah,
Exiro,
Yeah.
just a minute.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will continue. I just want to point out two things about Peter Obi only.
Mm.
Number one, how validated he is in his economic views. The man has attended. Okay, he graduated from University of Nsukka, right? He attended the Lagos Business School. He went to Harvard Business School. He went to Boston School of Economics,
To do what though? To do what? You
Columbia
know,
Business School,
no. Is
New
that
York
for no?
Institute of
Those
Management
are seminars now. He
Development.
went for seminars. Do you not know when they list all those things? It's on 2-3 day program now.
So
We
you
are,
didn't even
what is
know
his
this,
name?
and you
Do you
claim
know
to know your
Milaye does the
candidates.
same thing now? He will list to
You
Harvard,
got to
Cambridge, and
spend
whatnot
$5 off.
because he went for some 2-day seminar and they gave him an A4 sheet, certificate of attendance. Yes, certificate. Look at that.
Can I complete my
That's not a Harvard
my
education. No.
my session?
Sorry, carry on, X0.
Yes. What I said was in this whole in this arena now, where you have the likes of Tinubu, Fashola, Osinbajo, who else is coming up? All of them, both this River State governor. Peter Obi stands out by miles.
Okay.
If you want to compare, if you want to say the only person I would have said was better than Peter Obi is not even from the job. I don't think he's from the geopolitical zone, and he's not a politician. He's the likes of Riwani. That's what I said. Bismarck Riwane, who when he speaks, I listen. And the good thing is that when he speaks, Peter Obi listens. Peter Obi is just like a person who is there. He might not be the sharpest brain in his class, but he has one thing, the mindset, which is open to attract these people like Riwani to come on the stage.
As does Yemi Osinbajo.
Just like no, don't call that name, please. Just like the likes of what's his name, the Anambra State governor now. Go and look at the list of people he brought in. Odinkalu is now there. Bianca Ono is now there. All the brains, because he knows the importance of brain. He even brought in a former mayor from the UK.
That is how to run a country with the best brains. This country has one of the biggest airports in the UK. Do you know is a Yoruba man that owns it, that runs
I know,
it?
Gatwick, yes, I know.
Yes, but now your country doesn't even have a national airline. And we're talking about the mindset of the person. It is the person, the mindset, not what you must not know everything, but you are open to bringing the best brains to work with you. That is it.
No. What I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you saying Osinbajo or anybody else or
Osinbajo will not take it from me, because
he will not recruit the best.
You've seen how he was as a vice president. No show. That guy is a no show. Just let him go. Go and resign. All he's doing is just waste their money, and then he's a no show. All these current sets,
I'm
they are no
surprised,
shows.
but a lot of people think differently. A lot of people rate him highly.
He was part of a government that ruined Nigeria. Period.
Yeah, but he
was in charge of the economy.
Yeah, he was in charge of the economy.
Who told you
he ruined Nigeria? He even stole when asked of the shipment, the rice shipment that came in for IDPs. What he did to it. That shipment wasted.
And Peter Obi did not steal.
Go and find Peter Obi be guilty. Find him guilty.
No, I'm asking you now.
He left office. He left how many billion naira in the coffers?
No,
75.
That wasn't
75 billion. That's a man that managed the state.
Well, that wasn't the question.
Can I come in, please? Can I come in, please?
Yeah, you can come in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am very sorry to disappoint you guys, my friend from East, Zero and Co, because this thing you are talking about has been trending.
Yeah.
This thing you are talking about has been trending in Canada too. They posted it on Facebook and stuff like that. You see, when you continue like this, that is how people will continue disappointing you. You are telling us now that Peter Obi didn't take money from the coven. Just let me finish, because I know you want to come in. The same guy campaigned and told us that he used one wristwatch for how many years? How could you be a governor of a state and you are telling us that you use one wristwatch even before you became governor? You see, this is how we usually support these people, and because it's from our tribe. Obanjo is from Yoruba. We support him. And Peter Obi or Ujusi Kalu, they are from East, where we support him. Buhari is from the North. We support him. That is how we always use. We always say. Then they disappoint us. No politician in Nigeria, because they know that there is no way we can really pin them down. That's why they are jam talk. They are talking rubbish. None of them can tell us that they didn't steal public money. Not even in the Western world. I can tell you. You see, when you're talking about politicians, even in the West, just hold on, sir. Hold on, please. When we're talking about politicians in Western world, when you're talking about politicians, they are all thieves. Don't tell us that the politicians are not taking. Peter Obi is not taking any money from government coffin. The only difference between Western world and Nigeria is that when they earmark 100 million to do something in the society, Western world will spend 99 million on it, and they share the 1 million that is left back. But in Nigeria, they will spend 1 million. They will put 99 million into their own pocket. Even the remaining 1 million, they will still leak it. So don't tell us that Peter Obi is not a thief. They are all thieves. In as much they can run Nigeria up to this stage.
All right. Let's take a moment to acknowledge Alexander Gomez and hear from him. But before we hear from him, so Alexander, switch on the lights because I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. It was Alexander Gomez's birthday yesterday, so we have to do this. Let's give him for his jolly good fellow. So all together for his jolly good fellow.
For his jolly good fellow.
And so say all of us. So thank you for that. So yeah, good to see Alexander. Happy
One
birthday.
Man.
Yeah.
One man.
Yeah.
Can you let me talk to Alexander for once, just a minute?
Yes, you can.
So Alexander, our first encounter here was really brutal to each other, but I'm not a disrespectful person. I hope you understand that.
I didn't mean it the way it came
I've
out.
forgotten
He's
that
long
now.
forgotten
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Alexander
Okay, so
doesn't
you
care about
understand.
things like that.
I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to attack your person or say that you're lying or something. It's just the way it came out of my
No,
mouth. What I'm trying to express was a totally different thing. It just came out wrongly. Okay.
no, that's way in the past now. I don't even
Yeah,
recall
yeah.
that conversation.
It doesn't hold
Okay.
grudges.
All right.
But let me take you to this, Alexander. The merit or lack thereof of Yemi Osinbajo as the president, because a lot of excitement around this announcement, because DOG even said that he ticks all the right boxes. Everything that people is Christian, is intelligent, is presentable, he's experienced, and he's from the south, he's Yoruba. So everything that the whole Nigeria wants is all encapsulated within that guy. But then a lot of people also seem to recoil from it. So where are you then standing with the Osinbajo declaration, Alexander?
Well, Osinbajo and Alexander Gomez's relationship go back 50 years. We were colleagues in high school. He's a legendary student of Lagos State. First class university, first class, A1, straight A1s. Legendary debater when we were having debates between schools. My generation, very smart. I told you before that he's playing this Ijebu thing that he keeps a low profile, but he has a lot to offer. A lot to offer. He's an intelligent man. He's crafty, he's intelligent, he's knowledgeable. We need people like that. Whether he'll get it or not, I don't know, because I'm hearing from the big boys in Nigeria. I mean, I'm talking about the very big boys that the anointed one is Amechi to serve the Southeast and the South-South. So I don't know. I know that from what I've seen and you showed on your he's can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I think somebody is
Yeah, it's a shame someone is calling me and they cut me off. I can't even hear you anymore.
Oh, no, we can hear you. Okay.
Let me call back in because I can only hear myself. Let me call back in.
I'm giving you the thumbs up to say that we can hear you. So
I'll
carry
call
on.
back
Carry on. Oh, it's gone. Also, there it is.
One man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just let me conclude.
Yeah.
Like I said, Peter Obi, as it is now, is best brain we can get because he's capable of bringing everybody to the drawing board, bringing both the billionaires and everybody to invest right inside the country. I never said this because I'm trying to castigate Osinbajo or Tinubu, but you and I know that Tinubu is not capable.
One man, please, can I interject?
I don't know that.
I will be brief. Can I interject?
Go on, Bia.
Peter Obi, I understand where one man is coming from regarding Peter Obi. When you want to be a president, you sound like one, you look like one, you act like one, plus the brain, yeah? He may be intelligent in certain areas of his expertise, but for you to be a president, the way you carry yourself, your accent, you need to get presentation experts to help you or train you. Those areas that you lack that presidents should have.
You can call him a motor park now if you want to call him.
No, he's not a motor. No, he's not that low, one man. But he can get someone that will polish him a little bit more. His looks, his the way he dresses to occasion, the tone of your dress to suit the vibe as a president, the accent, I understand you, but he can be better. But he's got the brains.
Bia, has he performed as a state governor yet or no?
He has not.
That's not good enough if he does that as a governor. Nigeria is a big place. It's massive.
He
so you need
Anambra
more.
State. He left Anambra with 75 billion in reserve.
Let me say 2 words to you, X0. Pandora Papers.
Yes, and that is he has explained this way. And if you find him
Explain
guilty,
this way how we
well,
stole
well and good. But he
$80
told you
million.
that that is private business from day
stole $80
one.
million. $80 million.
Because he becomes governor doesn't mean that he doesn't have his private businesses. We shouldn't go there.
No, not from the. He formed those businesses whilst in government under his daughter's name in the
He told
Seychelles,
us,
in
and
tax havens.
he told us, and it's verifiable.
And he started
If you
to
have a
funnel
contrary
money.
view,
He
you can
started
still
to
sue
funnel
him.
money from Anambra State into Pandora Papers.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at
If
this
you
guy.
have a contrary view, you can still sue him. There's a reason why he's
Forget
free.
him. He's a
clean
looter.
and
Who is not free? Is Babangida not free? Is Tinubu not free? Does that
no,
make
but
them
those ones
not
are
looters?
they are capable of protecting themselves. Is
Oh
Peter
no, but
Obi
Peter
capable
Obi
of
is not.
protecting himself from
He is not.
EFCC
Is not.
right now?
Vice
He
presidential
is
candidate twice over, former governor.
No, but is Peter Obi
Is not
capable of
capable.
protecting himself from the EFCC right now?
Not? Is it not?
How is he?
Governor.
He doesn't have that connection. That's what he's trying to tell us. He doesn't have connection.
That's what I'm saying. Now he does is what I'm saying.
He doesn't.
He
does. He does. If even the current past Anambra governor could do better than even Peter Obi to protect himself.
That is how they fool us. That is how they always fool us. That we believe that.
No. But it's among the pack. I'm not saying among the pack. He has my I have more confidence in him than any other person there. I can't believe that we are talking about Osinbajo, who is with Buhari right now. The ones that have ruined Nigeria right now.
I will even prefer Nnamdi Kanu to Peter Obi.
Yes, I would as well. You know,
okay. It is the fact because they have not be a politician. Yeah, that's true.
A zero. What do you want to say to that now? A zero. Yeah. What do you want to say to what? What do you want to say to what Baba Kure just said?
Look at that.
Maybe we should make an Nnamdi Kanu Igboho ticket then.
Well, this is it. But who will be the vice? No, I'm asking you, who will be the vice in that mix?
No, he's the one who brought it up. But I'm just saying that in the pack, as it is now, the only person that would have come out from the southwest I would listen to is Akinyemi, or what's that guy's name with the Bank of Africa or something?
Yeah, all right, additional.
Nnamdi Kanu will be better than Peter because he's not going to take nonsense. Then
no.
we start to discuss.
Let's not even go there.
Why
Let's not even go there.
It will deal with everybody.
We start to discuss. Then the country will now come back to normal, just like Jerry Rawlings of Ghana.
All right.
But to tell you the truth, I can't even trust Osinbajo. That's the truth. That's my own truth. Too.
You have no reason not to trust him. But
a son who could not for one day speak the truth. If you're serving, look, you must not stay in power. If you're serving the devil,
I'm sure you are not as naive as you are expressing as this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you have principles and you discover that your party or your principal
can we let Alexander talk because
you leave
now. Yeah, let's hear from Alexander when he comes.
I've not heard from BR2.
Yes, and yeah, so let's.
Okay.
You were
as I was saying,
Osinbajo.
Osinbajo, I think has a lot to offer. I don't think he's going to get the nomination. I think he's a spoiler. I think he's definitely a spoiler. He would neutralize Tinubu's votes, and it would bring a third-party candidate to bear as a nominee for the APC. If that happens, then they will cancel each other out. But there was something that Dia said that I made a comment on your platform that all these people are not fit for purpose. They're just there for their personal gain. They're not, including my brother. I don't think they're all there to do anything. But
your brother has been settled already now, Alexander.
Yeah, he has. He has. So
share the dollars round.
I don't know. The problem is, the corruption in that country is unbelievable. That if you know the way money is being touted around these days, it would. I mean, I hear numbers and I just quick in my shoes. I don't know. Let's look for. We need to, like I always say, we need to re-examine ourselves. Let's look for patriots to govern the space. This country is a fabulously wealthy country. We just need someone to manage the resources. All the names we're calling, I don't see anyone there fit for purpose. Like I said on this platform, if Amechi becomes the president of Nigeria, I would renounce my citizenship, and I would buy a 30-minute airtime on Nigerian television to tell them why I renounce my citizenship. Because he's a cocky, silly fool.
Sorry, who's that? Peter.
No.
Amechi.
Amechi. Oh, no. That would be the worst.
Yes.
But I hope you are not counting him as an Igbo president.
No.
Well, that's what they're doing. They want to please the Southeast and the South by bringing him in. He will serve the Southeast because he's an Amechi. He will serve the South because he's a Rivers man. I mean, it makes logical sense. I mean, he actually was instructed by the man to go pick up the nomination. I'm giving you my endorsement. I'm telling you, can quote me on that. So, if what I hear is very, very true,
it will be quite a thing for APC to suddenly present Rotimi Amechi and say, no, out of everybody that indicated, this is the person we're presenting. It will be a real thing.
Some of the well-informed contributors on this.
The Yorubas would not accept that. They would not.
Well, he doesn't need the Yorubas. If he can get the Southeast and the whole of the North, that's a slam dunk. You don't need Yorubas.
The Igbos will not support him either.
Then that's the no. Then he won't win. Is
he Igbo? Is he Igbo?
That's not true. Unsibidi is ready to support him.
Yes.
But
anybody that is he said he's an Igbo man.
Ajale Koko. There's a reason why Nsibidi will support him. Nsibidi is half Igbo, half Rivers, so he will support him. That's his brother.
I think Alexander is still talking about.
Nsibidi is mother from River State. His father from Olu.
Hold on, we can't hear you.
So that's is that fine for listening at the end of the day?
We can't hear you for some reason, Alexander.
Ete, you know Ete too. Ete is supporting him too because that one is a Kalabama. He said he's an Igbo man. But I said he's not an Igbo. He's from South. He said no. He said it's an Igbo. I just want him to be praised. Igbo must say it. I said, oh, because you are from South. You know he's from South.
But one time they told me that it's not Igbo.
Fair is fair. I think it's time for the Southeasterner to be president of Nigeria. Fair is fair. I've always said that. I mean, I've always advocated that. That'd be the right thing to do. But like what man says all the time, and I know I can put my chest to my heart, my hand to my chest and say, one man is a detribalized Nigerian, and he's saying that Igbo people play tribal politics, and I live amongst Igbo. I eat and sleep Igbo, and I'm telling you that that's very true. If an Igbo man can play national politics rather than tribalized politics, maybe the chances will be much better than it is right now.
Do you think they have it in their DNA? Do you think they?
Yes, they do. They do essentially. They do essentially because of the. They do essentially because of the Biafra War. The average Igbo person hasn't forgotten what they went through as a victim of the Biafran War. And someone said on this platform, and rightly so, there's no household in the Southeast, and probably the Igbo part of Delta State that didn't lose a family member to the Biafra War. So, I mean, Bia says her father fought in the Biafra War. So you can understand the sentiments behind it, you know. So that's what we're saying over here. But this 2023 election is going to be something else, man. It's going to be something else. And also,
if Amechi has been ordained, how is he going to clinch it?
Amechi has been ordained, yes. And I'm also telling you now that someone who's not getting a second term in Lagos State.
It's not looking like it, is it?
No, he's not getting a second term.
Maybe MC Oluomo.
They want to put that Jandon guy as governor of. Do you know the kind of people behind that Jandon guy, woman? If I start mentioning their names to you, you would shake your head. They really want that.
Has he not crossed to PDP?
Yeah, he's crossed to PDP because he can stand up to Tinubu, and he's taking about 50% of the people that usually support Tinubu to PDP. So it's a slam dunk. PDP is going to be, the PDP government is going to be in Lagos State come 2023. slam dunk. You can write that. You can take that to the bank. Tinubu is not going to win. APC is not going to win Lagos State 2023.
I have a question for Mr. Alexander. Mr. Alexander, who is your man?
Question and we round off after that.
Yeah. Who is your man? Who do you support to be the president of Nigeria?
Oh, that's a good question, Bia. Who's my man?
You need to be honest, regardless of sentiment. Go for it.
No. I'm not usually a sentimental person. Osinbajo will be my man for president of Nigeria.
Why is that, please?
Because he's intellectual, he's detribalized, he knows his onions, he's not a nincompoop.
And you went to he has all together. He has all the qualities. Together, he's your friend. Look at that.
No, he's a classmate per se, and I know him personally. But that's not why. I just think he has so much to offer the country. That we need people who are there to serve the people, not to make money, like Bia said. They're all there to enrich themselves. They're all there for the personal gain. Yes.
Oh, can you answer me again? Can you answer hold on. Can you answer your own question? Who would you want to see on that seat?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've not finished. I'll answer that, but I want to.
It's because we are rounding off. So
but 1 minute. I'll be fast. Did Osinbajo fail within this period with Buhari? Yes or no?
No, he did not. Alexander? No, he did not.
I see him as a vice president.
As a vice president, is a lame dog. There's nothing he can do.
He could do a lot. My point is that
the ultimate thing he could do is step aside and say, I don't want to be part of this government.
That would have been better. Let me say one thing.
That's been penny wise pound, isn't it? But that's been penny wise pound fully. That's silly.
I believe he's got all the credentials, as you have said, but there is no way he should have stayed there and served in a government that is detrimental to the people. He did not make his mark. He's there just like a zombie with all the brains in the world that he's got. That is why people don't trust him. Not that he doesn't measure up to those intelligence you're talking about, but people will say, you were there. What did you say? At least speak out. Even if you're going to be sacked, let people know that
it doesn't work like that, though, does it? It doesn't work like that. We're Africans. We know how we play games. He's not an Oyibo man. A Caucasian probably would do that. Not an African.
So you mean what they're playing in Nigeria is not politics?
What are we playing in Nigeria then?
She's asking, do you think...
So Bia, what you are saying in essence is that he's not a man of integrity. He could not stand for the right
he didn't have the liver to stand for the people.
And he's a professor. He's a professor of law.
That's what I'm saying. He's got all those things, but when the people needed him, where was he with all the credentials he's got? That's all I'm saying. I'm not doubting he's not capable, but if he didn't do anything. But for me, who is going to be who do I choose? For me, I do not want election to hold.
No, don't abstain, because you always abstain. You have to give us a name.
A name? One man. You want me to give you a name that I don't believe in?
Alexander on the spot, and
it's a belief now. No, it's a belief system. This is my heart. I do not believe any of them will be a good president. Amechi, Peter Obi, or remember when Soludo was voted in? I told you that he needs to merit my support. That is me. I believe in meritocracy. I don't believe in because he's Igbo or also Fulani. I want the best for everyone. The best thing is restructuring if people can't go their separate ways.
All right. Okay. That's it. So that's fine. So final word to Nsibidi, and then we round off. Nsibidi, have your you wanted to say?
Yes. But first of all, sorry, one man. I don't know.
No, there's no first of all though, because I was just about to shut down. So just really, I didn't want to shut down without you having a say. That's all.
Yes. So Peter Obi, God has decided to have mercy on Nigeria and give you people another chance to save your country. Peter Obi, because there's no place he has spoken that people are not, including even if PDP chairman, when he was talking to them and he was saying that he wished other people would emulate the kind of way Peter Obi himself. And apart from that, the man makes all his plans practical, that even some someone attended only primary school will comprehend what he's saying. Just what his interview he did 2 days, was it 2 days ago or a day ago on Arise News. So Peter Obi is the man that can transform that country, and I don't that is saying that he stole money. That's wrong, because there's only 2 governors, dead and alive, in Nigeria that left money while in their treasury while leaving office.
How can you be dead? Hold on. How can you be dead and alive? You mean dead
I said
or
dead or
alive?
alive? Dead or alive? Dead or alive? And that is the late former president Yaradua, when he was leaving Katsina, he 9 billion. Peter Obi left 75 billion, and those are the only 2 governors in Nigeria that has left that kind of amount in the office. And just look at the man. In fact, one of the they will not vote for him. I mean, some people are scared of him. Some politicians is because he does not tolerate corrupt, thank you, bribes. So those are the kind of.
Thank you. Thank you, CBD. I just needed to let you have a say so that before I rounded off. So thank you, guys. Hopefully, if you're free later on in the evening, we have much more time then. So we leave it there. Carry conversation on the.
Well, you don't let us talk in the evening, no. You're regulars.
No, you don't come in the evenings now. You only come.
I come sometimes, but I'm just a bystander.
You only come in when you are at work. Baba Akuri has actually made a.
You're regulars, and then there are some people on the comment section. They always praise some certain people. Why is it? What kind of spectators we have here?
One man. Cutlass don't come.
Are you bribing them?
Let the zero speak in the evening.
I'm asking you.
Zero don't bring cutlass, so let me speak.
If you go to the comment section, everybody there is praising Ajanle Koko. Ajanle Koko is a professor. He's God.
Let the zero speak. I beg you.
You know when Ajanle Koko wants to make a point, he will say, you know when Ajanle Koko wants to make the point,
no, I'm not fighting you, Ajanle Koko. I'm just saying the truth.
I know. Hold on, Xero. You know when Ajanle Koko wants to make a point, he'll say, okay, let's ask the comment section, let's do a poll. Because you know that everybody there will agree with him. Even if he says the world is upside down, they say, yes, it is upside down. If he says, oh, we have to go around naked for the whole day, they say, yes, that is what we will do. If we say we have to go and need sand, they say, yes, we have to go and need sand. So, yes, the comment section belongs to Ajanle Koko.
Yeah, block me from comments. I can't see my comments for the past. I don't know.
Nobody has blocked you. I think that's a problem with the site because Thomas is saying the same thing. But
okay, I'm going to bring my family to the comment section next time.
All right, thank you guys. So, clock off.
Yeah, cheers. We are ready. We are ready for democracy. Election.
We are ready for democracy.